Good morning, welcome back. It's New Year's Eve. I've come in the office, to do some work. I have helpers, as you can see, two down there. Jenny's pacing around the kitchen, I think. Darren's upstairs, so they're all forlorn again. I'm going to get some work done today. Sorry about the shadows, but I'm trying not to put the big light on because it's too much. First thing in the morning. It's about 7:30. Going to pack some orders and I am going to make some January plans. So stick around and see what happens. What's the commotion about? Benj?
What's all the bloody noise about? Eh? You're not exactly ferocious, any of you. Hey. Whoops! Don't you jump too high.
Look at this gorgeous sky. Oh, beautiful. Here he comes. He's so fast. One of them barks and they all bark and they don't know what they're barking at. They all just join in. And then they'll stop and then another one will bark and then they start again. Here we go. Right, I'm coming in. Jenny's coming in. The other three are still outside. Oh, hang on. I was being summoned. Somebody was knocking on the kitchen door saying, "Let me through. Come here." This is Dave. Say hello, Dave. He's very lovely. He's sleeping better now he's in my room. Got what he wanted, didn't you? He loves to jump in your lap. He's got a good spring in his step. And he'd like to play with Benji, but unfortunately Ed is a bit possessive and gets all jealous and a little bit heavy-handed, so we have to keep an eye on things. So it's a shame because I think he would want to play a bit more. And we have to keep taming things down just to keep things calm for now until they know each other better. You're going to go back down? So, yeah, it's going okay, but it has to be monitored because Ed's a bit heavy-handed. What was he doing? What was I thinking? Oh, I don't know. I'll get back to you when I've got my thoughts in order. Are you back again? I can hear he's got the pressure washer on, so they'll all be pacing around. Jenny's pacing in and out. Dave sat down there on the bed, looking a little bit sheepish. Oh, relax. Relax. He's not relaxed. Yesterday did not go as planned. So it wasn't as nice as this, but it was warmer and it was no wind. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually go out and do some gardening. Got my gardening gloves on, some thicker thermally trousers and my little welly boots. Started doing some gardening and within 10 minutes it started absolutely tipping it down. So that put paid to that idea. Came inside and then we realised that the dishwasher was leaking water. So we then spent about 4 or 5 hours taking things apart, the plumbing under the sink, trying different things, and honestly that went on for hours and hours and hours. So yesterday did not go as planned, but today I've managed to get all my parcels done. I think we've sort of sorted the thing with the dishwasher, but we'll try and get a plumber out at some point. It's just so difficult to get tradesmen to actually come. If you can get through to them on the phone, they'll say, yeah, I'll ring you next week or whatever, and then it just never happens, and then you go through that whole rigmarole again. We're trying to get an electrician and a plumber. We want the boiler serviced and a few odd jobs done with the plumber, and the electrician just a few odd jobs done. But getting somebody to actually answer the phone and then to actually come is a whole different thing, isn't it? I don't know what it is. We're not very lucky when it comes to tradesmen. We had the same down in Devon. I don't know, do we scare them away? We try and be really friendly and nice, and if we do manage to get them, we always pay straight away. So I don't really know what the deal is. I'm having one of those days where I've just had to put my hair up, because normally when I've just washed it, I like to leave it out, otherwise you get that line, don't you, going around here. But today the hair is up, out of my face, get away from me. I could just shave it all off, couldn't I? But I've got a funny shaped head, so it's probably not a good idea. I've put on weight over Christmas because I'd said I'm not going to go overboard, I'm going to be careful, I'll have, a few extra things, but I'm not going to go crazy. That went out the window, and I've been eating like it's going out of fashion, and I haven't even started my Toblerone yet, so I've got today to finish off that Toblerone, because new things are happening next year, and tomorrow is next year. So are we going to talk about our plans? Yes, we are. Bex gave me an idea. We were chatting. I've got like a group chat with Bex and Jeanette, and we just chat rubbish, basically. Sorry, Bex and Jeanette, but mainly that's what it is. And Bex came up with the idea of, instead of a New Year's resolution, we'd have a monthly revelation. So I'm going with a monthly revelation. So, or you can call it a revolution if you want. I don't mind. Whoever wants to join in. If you do decide to join in, then keep me updated in the comments, all of that. Yeah, so pick a couple of things, just one or two, maybe one, or maybe two, and just focus on those one or two things for the whole of January. So something that you think is going to improve your life. So is it I'm going to be more active, or is it I'm going to read a chapter of my self-help book, or is it going to be I'm going to do some crafting every day, or is it going to be I don't know, I'm not going to buy any more wool. If that's your thing, I don't know what it is. It can be anything at all, and I need to think about what mine are going to be. So I will get back to you. I've decided on two. So the first one is going to be to put my phone away at night in the office, and not take it up to bed, so that I sit there scrolling for an hour when I go up to bed, or waking up first thing in the morning and scrolling my phone. So the phone is going to be in my office at night, so that I'm not looking at it for a good few hours, to give my brain a rest from the constant stimulation. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is going to be just to not snack at night. So I put after 7, but basically after tea. So it depends what time we eat tea. Sometimes we have tea really early at like 5 o'clock, and sometimes it's like 6 o'clock. So whatever. After I've had tea and maybe a small dessert, not snack. So they're my two things. Are you joining in? Let me know. I've also started a list of things I want to get done in January. One of them is to book an eye test. I've been talking about it, thinking about it for months and months and months. And the last few weeks I've been having real problems with headaches, and specifically when I've been working. So I need to book an eye test. So that's I'm hopefully going to try and book it next week. See how quickly they can fit me in, I don't know. So booking an eye test is there. And sorting out my seeds. So I need to get all my seeds out of the shed, with all my tin with all my different flower seeds in, get them all out and work out if I need to order any more or if I've got enough. I've got a feeling, oh sorry, did that set you off? See, the song just comes into my head straight away, and there's certain people out there who I know have the same ailment, and as soon as I said that, sorry, I apologise. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm I wanted to get some more sweet pea ones because the ones I had were lovely last year, but I decided that I wanted ones with more scent, but also with the longer stems so that you can put them in vases easier if they've got longer stems. So I'm going to look out for those. And there was a couple of other little flower seeds that I wanted. And that Bob and Court bought me a little bedding plant, which lasted forever, and it sort of trailed a little bit. And I want to see if I can do some of those from seed, because I think they'd be really nice in my front box out there. So there's that. What else is on there? Oh, I've put do a charity shop trip. At some point in January, I'm going to go and have a little mooch around some charity shops somewhere. I'm going to do that. And then I've also got some crafting on there. My friend who lives locally, she's having an operation in January. I can't remember when, so I need to message her. And she's not going to be too up and about. So I said we'd do some crafting together. So I need to sort out what we're going to do and pin her down on a time. This is puzzle progress. It's not bad, is it? It's actually a really hard puzzle to do. I thought it'd be easy because there's lots of different things on it, but it's actually very difficult, but I'm enjoying it. Not really a resolution or a revolution or a revelation, but one thing I really need to do for my own sanity is cut down on social media things, because I go down rabbit holes and I get quite depressed. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people are so nasty. I just don't understand it. But I think people get like a dopamine hit from the interactions that they get. So even if it's a negative, they still get a dopamine hit. So, but yes, I just don't get it. There was a business in Skegness that got burnt down. There was a fire and the business went down. Nobody knows exactly what happened. And there's people speculating that it's insurance jobs and things like that. And you just think that's awful. Imagine if that had been my shop and it had burnt down and your whole business has gone up in flames and there's people online speculating that you've done this. And I just find people difficult to understand, and then I find myself trying to analyse it and work it out, and why would somebody be like that. Anyway, so I need to do less of that, less trying to understand people and more avoiding people. I think trying to do a bit of listing, but it's that time of year when you've just you've got piles and piles of stuff that you're not really that bothered about. It's kind of like you pick out the best bits when you come back to the car boot. You get them all listed because you're all excited, and then January, February, until the car boots start again, it's clearing out the stuff that you're not that bothered about. Anyway, I've come across some studio pottery that was in the bottom of... Oh, look at that. A little bit of Hornsey as well. Didn't know it was there. That's rather nice. It's like a mini tankard rather than a mug, but you could use it as a mug. I say tankard because it's sort of longer and taller. But yeah, it's really nice, that. Has it got a maker's mark? Let's have a look. That'd make a nice vase as well, actually, because it's got that narrow bit there. No, can't see a maker's mark on, but I'll pop that on my website if you're interested. Have a look at that one. And then I also found these. I see quite a lot of this pottery around. What's it called again? Alvingham pottery. I think we've got some on our Lincolnshire pickers. Oh, it's got a little chip. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, these ones, look, got a little frog inside. How cute is that? There is another one there. I'll have a look through the box and see if I've got any more, because that's a shame that one's chipped. But yeah, I'll get back to you. I found another one. So I've got two, and they've actually got saucers. So they're little cups and saucers. There's the saucers. You can see they're handmade because you see these sort of imperfections, I suppose you'd call them, or originality, individualism, should we call it instead? But yeah, the little frog inside is so cute. So I'll put those two as a set. 2 cups and saucers. There's the other one. I'll put those on my website as well. And then I'll also put on, I've got that rather nice plate. Isn't that lovely? Again, that is Alvingham, isn't it? Yeah. I think that says 9. I think it says 79 there, so maybe from the 70s. Look, isn't that lovely? For your biscuits when people come round for tea. Put your little biscuits on there. I think that's really nice. And then I've got some smaller ones. I've got 3. So I'll do them as a little set of 3. Aren't they gorgeous? They've definitely got that sort of mid-century feel about them. So yeah, I will put those 3, the bigger plate, the 2 cups and saucers, and then separately, obviously the tankard is a different thing. Cool. It's nice to find something cool at the bottom of a box. Challenges of working from home. I have a Dave, and I've also got a Benji and Eddie hindering my work, but it's the nicest kind of hindering, isn't it? Anyway, I've just got those bits listed. I'll tell you the prices rather than having to go back and edit in prices. Okay, so I'm doing the one larger plate for £6. I'm doing the tankard for £6. I just think that's going to be a really pretty vase. Good thing about putting it in a cup or something with a handle is you can take your flowers with you into whichever room you're going into, so you don't have to leave them in one place. I mean, you can pick up a vase like that, but with a handle, it just makes it so much easier. And then the 3 smaller ones, I'm doing at 10. And the 2 cups and saucers with the cute frogs inside, I'm doing for 15 for the pair. Right, next, 12 o'clock, and I am hungry. I don't know what we're going to eat. We've just about finished all the buffet food, but then we're doing a big buffet on Saturday. So it all starts again after that. I think it was Steve, I forget when, Steve Spends a Penny, I think it is, on Instagram had said, shown a picture of his beige buffet food that he was working his way through, and I thought, yeah, we're all sick of it by now, but it starts again on Saturday. So let's go find some lunch. I think it's going to be crackers and cheese or something, because we don't have anything else that's... Must we have beans on toast, I guess. Anyway, thinking out loud. My review of the Rejuvenating Spark Wax Melt. It's really nice. It's not too strong. It's a nice... It's a little bit fresh laundry-ish, I think. Anyway, but it's not a real pungent one. If you want a strong pungent one, lemongrass and ginger, rouge, real floral, strong one. But the Rejuvenating Spa is more of a subtle one, which I quite like in my office because it's not too big a space. So, yeah, I would recommend. Darren's definitely tougher than me. I've just gone outside to help him wind the hose in. I was only out, well, probably 5 minutes, less than 10 anyway. And look at my hands. So cold. It's like ice out there. And he's been out pressure washing for hours. Bloody nutter. We had some sourdough in the cupboard. So I had some sourdough and cheese. Rather nice. Got red Leicester at the moment. I haven't had red Leicester for years. And I am enjoying it. I'm not a massive cheese eater. I know some people absolutely love cheese. And I do love cheese. But I only like it in small quantities. But yeah, enjoying a bit of red Leicester. And then we fed the dogs. And we always have to stand guard. It takes 2 of us to feed them because fighting can ensue. Ed's quite a fast eater. And then he likes to, you know, nudge in. So we have to stand guard over Jenny to make sure that she gets her fair share. So, fun and games. And now Darren went for a shower and stuff, and then now he's gone for a lie down on the sofa with the cuddle of the dogs to warm up, because he must be absolutely freezing. And I am still going through all these boxes of stuff. That box is already priced up stuff for Louth. That bag is priced up stuff for Burgh. I've got loads of boxes out the back of stuff priced up for Louth already. So it's just this. That doesn't look like much, does it? But then I've also got boxes under there, and these have got stuck in as well. So I have got stuff to go through, but nothing seems simple. You know, you've picked out all the easy bits. Like in there I've got loads of tins, but they all seem to have where people have stuck stickers on them and things. So I need to clean up all the stickers, like this one. Plasters. So it's not like I can just pick it up and list it straight away. So fun and games. Yeah, I'm gonna get on. Bex has just ordered some wax melts from me, so I'm gonna pack those, and I've just got them out and they smell amazing. Thai lime and mango, fig and dewberry, pomegranate noir, and my long time favourite, lemongrass and ginger. Oh, this was always my absolute go-to in the shop. Yes, I'm gonna get those packed. I also want to say thank you to Jilly for ordering on my website. That went off the other day. And sorry, Lisa, for using my Avon link. I really do appreciate it. It takes you to Avon, you order through them, and I don't really have anything to do with it, but I do get a very small commission. So, you know, every little counts and all that. Oh my word. I can't even speak. You know what I meant. I've come to that point where my brain just goes, oh, do you really want to work? No, not really. So I thought what I'd do was, rather than trying to pick out from the piles of stuff, things that I want to list, and just trying to move the things that are eventually going to get priced up for Louth, I'm just going to go through, price up stuff for Louth, shove it in boxes, and then it's dealt with, isn't it? And then I'm not keep moving it from one side to the other. Makes perfect sense. So I'm going to do that, price up my little labels. If you want to visit our spaces, because Darren does more of the downstairs one and I do more of the upstairs one at Louth. It's the Old Coach House Antique Centre on Aswell Street. Darren's got a space downstairs with loads of prints, and then some West German pottery and some studio pottery and some brass and bits and bobs. And then mine's upstairs with all sorts of randomness. But at the moment, I've got a lot of clearance stuff. So if you want a bargain, pop upstairs. There is another antique centre across the road. I think it's called the Old Maltings or something like that. I can't remember, but it's a decent one. So if you like antiques and you like a rummage, there's loads to see in Louth. There's loads of charity shops. There's loads of independent shops. They have markets on certain days. Louth is definitely a place to go and visit. Okay, I'm going to get on with this, and I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Darren's new vlog is out tomorrow, so if you want to see more what he gets up to in the garden and with the dogs, check out his channel, Gardening with Dogs. And I will wish you a happy new year, and take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Sorry, I thought I'd press play, record, and I hadn't, and then I was doing this weird. Oh shush.